Alright, so now we're going to talk about the concentric and the eccentric phase. So the concentric phase is a contraction of the muscle. So here, I'm contracting my bicep. Okay? When I'm here, I'm contracting my triceps because I'm pushing outward. Okay? Now the eccentric phase for these lifts is, in the case of a curl, is going to be the downward motion. So I'm here, contracted, the concentric phase, and then the downward motion, I'm moving and lowering the weight away from my body, and that's the eccentric phase. Now in the tricep extension, I'm here concentric, contracting my tricep, and as I'm lowering the weight, I'm entering the eccentric phase. Now this isn't the same on every lift. For example, lat pull downs. When we're doing wide grip, we're pulling down and we're contracting our back muscles. Then the eccentric phase is when we're releasing the bar upward, and that's going to be the eccentric phase. Now the reason why I say that we're releasing it upward, we're not relaxing. We're not relaxing by any means. There's still tension there. There's a lot of tension on our arms. So we're contracting here, contracting our back, bringing our back muscles in, contracting, and then we're releasing upward, and that's the eccentric phase on the lat pull down. But for the most part, in most other lifts, the concentric phase is going to be whenever you're contracting the muscle that you're focused on. And the eccentric phase is going to be the downward motion or the upward release of the contraction. So when I'm going out of the contraction, that's the eccentric phase. When I'm entering the contraction, that's the contraction phase. Now, it might be a little difficult for you to understand at this time, but once you create that mind and muscle connection, you'll get it down to where you'll know when you're contracting is when you're flexing the muscle, and the eccentric phase is when you're somewhat relaxing the muscle, but it's still going to be under tension. You're just not forcefully contracting every fiber in the muscle that you're working. Now for time under tension, what's meant by that is we're keeping the weight and the muscle contracted for as long as possible and under the tension of whatever weight we're moving, whether it's a dumbbell, a barbell, or a cable. So here I'm demonstrating with a curl. So I'm curling it up. My bicep is under tension, all right? And as I release, I'm keeping it under tension. So time under tension is the time at which I enter tension and the time at which I release the tension. So as I'm contracting, I'm under tension. As I'm entering the eccentric phase, lowering the weight, I'm still under tension. And so what's meant by time under tension, if you're wanting a longer time under tension for maximum growth and maximum tearing of the fibers, you want to move the weight slowly. You want that weight to be in movement, in motion for as long as possible. And that's time under tension.